There you go.
Our daughter Courtney was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when she was 8 years old. She went from an active 8-year-old playing soccer the week before to basically just laying in bed.
There you go, 2 for 5.
I've served in Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and I've been in combat situations, and to sit up there and carry your daughter, that was very, very difficult.
When they were finally able to get a good count of what her blood glucose was, we were told it was 1200, and they didn't even know why she was conscious when we brought her in.
After she was admitted, the laboratory studies, including the antibody testing, helped confirm that she had type 1 diabetes. And this really started a long-term partnership that I've had with both Courtney and her family to not only treat her, but really to work with her to manage her own diabetes.
I see Dr. Mason like an uncle or a father figure. When I check myself, I have a book and I put my reading, the amount of insulin I'm taking, the amount of carbs, and then I'll send it off to him in an email once a week.
We're in the age where patients should be just as involved in taking care of themselves as their doctors are. And one of the things Quest Diagnostics has really been focused on is to empower patients to see their own results, to have a little more knowledge about what do they mean so they can have a more informed discussion with their doctor. Well, one of the most exciting things about working for a company like Quest is to really look ahead, not to just what tests are available now, but what tests are actually needed for the future.
We've come a long way in our understanding of diabetes. We've come a long way in our testing. We've come so far, and I can hardly wait to see the changes that we're going to make over the next 20 years.
Quest Diagnostics and JDRF, almost from the very beginning, had a very natural fit for our employees.
I started my work with JDRF 20 years ago when Laura Savello started the first walk for the company. Interestingly, I worked with JDRF as a volunteer for 9 years, and then I too was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, which is a reminder that it's important for us to contribute because we never know when something will hit home directly.
It is so important for the JDRF to have partners like Quest Diagnostics. We can't do this alone. We're honoring Steve Ruskowski because of his leadership and his commitment to health. He's been in healthcare his entire career, so he has a personal interest in the health needs of the community.
From the very beginning, we were like, this condition can be managed. And we're thankful for the research because it definitely gave us options as far as seeking treatment for her.
Her future is limitless. You're going to go out there and you're going to take on life.
I love backstage production of any type of theater, movie, those types of things. I also love to dance. And though I have to take insulin because my body does not produce it, I don't want to let things stop me from doing what I want to do.
When a person is diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, it's a shock. But when we find the JDRF and organizations like Quest that are working on solutions for us and a cure for us and prevention in future generations, then we have hope.